very young age, I've always admired Nicolas Cage, both the man and the actor. He's been in some of the most iconic movies of all time, as well as some not very good ones, which we won't really get into. There's actually been a long-running joke that the man will just kind of take any movie script that he's going because he just wants a paycheck. He just wants the money, and he will just make a movie for the sake of making a movie. I don't 100% believe that. I think he is very much dedicated to his craft. He is known as a bit of a method actor, and he really does kind of... He wants to project that, and he wants to give that kind of gift to the world, at least what he believes. The man is equal parts genius and lunatic all at the same time. Some say he's crazy, some say he's a genius. I think that's kind of it, up to interpretation by a lot of different people. But with all of that in mind, I'd like to give you 10 fascinating facts about Nicolas Cage.
Okay, let's ride.
Number 10, his real name is Nicholas Kim Coppola. I had to double check that just to make sure I got that exactly right. He is, of course, the nephew of Francis Ford Coppola. He took on a stage name because he wanted to get into acting, and he wanted to do it of his own accord. He wanted to show people his skill set, and he wanted to do it all on his own. And he didn't want to use his famous uncle's name. You know, he didn't want to arrive in Hollywood and have that kind of, not so much hanging over him, but, you know, he didn't want to use that as a kind of, to get his foot in the door. He wanted to do it all by himself. He actually took his stage name, Cage, from the popular comic book hero, Marvel hero Luke Cage, otherwise known as Power Man. He's well known to be a big, huge comic book fan ever since he was young. So, yeah, he took his name from Luke Cage and he became Nicolas Cage.
That's right. That is right.
Number 9, he named his son Kal-El. Now, as I just spoke about, he's always been a massive, massive fan of comic books. Superman is one of his all-time favourites. So, yeah, when it came time to name his firstborn son, he decided to name him Kal-El after the original name of Clark Kent from DC Superman.
Wow. The plot thickens. Didn't even know you had a plot. No kidding.
Number 8, he owns a collection of shrunken pygmy heads. Now, when I wrote this down, I wrote that fact down and then just wrote why. As you'll come to find out through these facts and anything you've ever heard about Nicolas Cage, the man is crazy. He has a very wide collection of very strange things. Yeah, he has a lot of money, so he likes to spend that on different weird, strange things from around the world. So yeah, why not have shrunken pygmy heads?
Cop car. Uh-huh. Long as I'm in here, you're just gonna sit out there, aren't you?
Number 7. He asked for yogurt to be poured on his feet to kind of get in the mood for a love scene during a movie. Unfortunately, I did not write down which movie this was. I feel like I should have done. I feel like I should have done a bit more investigation into that. But I think that's kind of enough. You know, I said he's a method actor. You know, he really likes to get into his roles. But, you know, if it takes him having yogurt poured on his feet to get in the mood, then, you know, whatever floats your boat. I suppose it's not for me, but each to their own.
And I'll be damned if I didn't get really turned on.
Number 6, we're going back to the kind of comic book fandom that he has. Due to his massive love of all things comic book and Superman especially, he was very understandably distraught to lose out on the role of Superman. Now, in the 90s, he was cast as Superman. Tim Burton was going to do a version of Superman not long after he'd done his take on Batman. And Nicolas Cage was the man to don the red, white and blue suit. Now, there are pictures out there of this and him in the actual suit with long flowing hair, and it is just, it's equal measures beautiful and scary all at the same time, as you can imagine a Tim Burton version of Superman would be. I want to put a picture here of what that looks like. But yeah, imagine Nicolas Cage as Superman, directed by Tim Burton. That's probably the best movie that we never got.
God damn it!
Number 5, he once spent $300,000, I'm just going to read this word for word, on a dinosaur skull, as well as buying rare albino king cobras, an octopus, multiple castles, and 2 entire islands. All of that wrapped up into one is crazy enough. I believe he actually outbid Leonardo DiCaprio for said Dinosaur Skull. What's going on in Hollywood? Or Hollywood, am I right? But yeah, just all of that together. Like I say, the man's got a lot of money, and the rumours are he kind of takes movie scripts just to earn a bit of money. Maybe that's why he wants to buy more islands. I don't know. But yeah, he has since had to return said Dinosaur Skull because it turns out it was actually owned by a particular country, I believe. So he had to return said Dinosaur Skull. But yeah, I mean, what a collector's item to have.
I'd like to take his face off.
Number 4. If all of that was not crazy enough, like I said, that was very, very specific and very extravagant, the kind of thing to do with your money. He also owns a shark and a crocodile. I have to keep looking at my notes because sometimes when you hear these things, you're like, is this right? So I had to write it all down because it's just insane. Yes, he owns a shark and a crocodile. I can't imagine what kind of fish tank this man has. The fact that he has an octopus as well. I just picture a scene in Ace Ventura when he gets attacked by a shark, and I can imagine that's what Nicolas Cage's life is like. I don't know what else to do with that information.
What's in the bag? A shark or something?
Number 3, he has a Ghost Rider tattoo. Now, for all of you aficionados out there, you know that he did play the character of Johnny Blaze, Ghost Rider, in the Ghost Rider movies. One of them was kind of okay, I guess. But yeah, he had to have his Ghost Rider tattoo, which he had previously. He had this way before he even got cast as the titular superhero. He had to have it covered up during filming because they didn't want to show the Ghost Rider tattoo, because obviously Ghost Rider in canon would not have a tattoo of himself from the comic books. So yeah, just think about how crazy that is. He had a previous Ghost Rider tattoo because of his love of all things comics and, you know, Marvel in particular. And to play the character of Ghost Rider, he had to have that Ghost Rider tattoo covered up. Insane.
You did?
Number 2, he has purchased, to preface this, a lot of people, they buy burial plots for when, you know, when they eventually... I don't know why I'm doing air quotes. When they eventually pass on, they'd like to have their own place, maybe for not just for them, but for their family. He has purchased a 9-foot tall pyramid to be buried in when he eventually leaves us. Not sure why a pyramid. I mean, it's kind of a great, crazy idea. Why not a pyramid? I mean, that's probably better than a giant dinosaur skull, I suppose. But although that would be pretty amazing.
I'm a vampire. Kill me. Kill me.
And number 1, to prepare for his role in the movie Birdie, of a severely wounded man, he decided, because his method, remember this, keep this in mind when I relay this fact to you, he decided to have all of his teeth pulled out of his mouth, but without anaesthesia. Now, he did this to kind of get in the mindset of someone who is severely wounded and someone that's going through a lot of pain. I understand that, but that's just absolutely stunning. That is next level method acting. I'd love to be an actor, but I don't know if I'd ever go that far for a movie role. But again, this all goes down to the fact that the man is absolutely insane, but genius at the same time. He knows exactly what he's doing. I assume from a lot of these facts, maybe he's not all there. But I love the man. I love Nicolas Cage. I think he's absolutely brilliant. I love hearing things about Nicolas Cage because each one just kind of tops the other. There's so many more facts about this man as well. Please do go out there and look them up. This is just the 10 that I read that I thought were absolutely astonishing. I thought they were completely amazing because it's just kind of, it gives you an insight into the man and kind of what he does and who he is as a person, as an actor. And the man, you know, I bow down to Nicolas Cage. Like I say, tremendous movies, sometimes not, but just for his acting alone, just for the performances and, you know, the effort that he puts into each and every role is just incredible. The man is a genius. So if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and maybe subscribe to my channel. I'm back now and it feels good. I can't wait to bring you more of these. If this is good, let me know, or even give me a different actor to discuss, because these kind of things just really interest me. Let me know an actor you'd like to hear about and I'll get straight on that top 10 list of interesting facts. I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.
I'm a vampire! 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 I'm a vampire!